Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. I was just going through the latest edition of Beachcombing magazine. There is a feature article in here called A New Chapter in Life, penned by Mr. Steve Rosse with an E. So we'll get to that a little bit later in the program, but 2 or 3 pages of information about the exploits of beachcombing by Mr. Steve Rosse. But we're going to start today with a correction. We'll get to that later. About an early announcement of a resignation yesterday, apparently a little bit precipitous. Now, somebody apparently got it wrong, announcing Jfi's retirement. Michelin Star Chef Jfi dispels retirement rumours. Bangkok's iconic street food lives on. Looks like there's more crab omelettes to come. The Michelin-starred Jfi, famous for her iconic Bangkok street food, clarified rumours about her restaurant's potential closure next year. Now, this is saying that she was 80. Yesterday, the report saying she was 81, so she's actually only a spring chicken. She mentioned that while it was an idea she'd considered, she had no immediate plans to stop, emphasising her restaurant would remain open as usual. She's not retiring anytime soon, she says. She expressed her pride in Thailand's cuisine. And the article from thepatianews.com reminds us that Jfi's restaurant currently operates 4 days a week, Wednesday through Saturday. So it looks like you'll still be able to queue up for an expensive crab omelette. Jfi, 80 or 81, bringing a lot of credit to Bangkok street food, and may she continue doing it as long as she chooses, and really have no idea how that story sort of got out of perspective yesterday. Now, a couple of stories about statistics, quite a lot in today's program actually. And the first one from Thai PBS World, saying the Thai cabinets decided yesterday to grant Thai citizenship to about 483,000 migrants who've been living in Thailand since 1984, and children born in Thailand to parents in ethnic minority groups. Now, this has been a long, simmering story, and it refers a lot to stateless children, especially up in the north and northwest of Thailand, and it looks like, well, at least they'll now have their citizenship. Let's go to another stat story. Nation Thailand reporting internet access in Thailand surges to 21.7 million households in 2024. The information's come from Thailand Digital Outlook, and they reveal that 50.1 million individuals are connected, with daily internet usage rising to 9 hours and 20 minutes daily. The survey also found that 77% of users cannot do without the internet. Well, I'd have to put myself in that 77%. Online shopping is also becoming more popular. Most respondents say they shopped online at least once a week. The amount of money spent online has also risen from an average of 428 baht per time from 375 baht. The 3 most popular online products were clothes, electronic appliances, and books. And the most popular shopping platforms are Shopee and Lazada. They make up nearly 96%, and they're followed by some of the social media platforms TikTok, Line and Facebook. So just a couple of quick statistical stories. Now, yesterday a lot of queries about the story about the introduction of biometrics into the airports of Thailand. Now, a lot of people quite confused, and the article really didn't have a lot of details or information. So let's find another article and see if we can find out some more. We go to Thai PBS World. The headline, 6 Thai airports to implement biometrics check-ins. And biometric facial recognition will be introduced at 6 airports for domestic travel on November the 1st. Remembering that's just a couple of days away. And for international travel a month later. And the CEO of the Airports of Thailand says the identification system's been on test and trial for quite some time, now ready to go online permanently at Suvarnabhumi, Don Mueang, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Phuket and Hat Yai airports. He said that consent must be sought from air passengers for their identification information to be stored in the system. So as far as the airports of Thailand are concerned, it's not compulsory, so there will still be manual systems in place. Passengers are only required to give their consent once, and it will facilitate their check-in process. And the AOT's installed 5 types of common use passenger processing systems at the 6 airports. And they include the ticket checking system, the automated check-in system, the automated luggage check-in system, the passenger validation system, and the self-boarding gate. And all 5 systems are equipped with the biometrics and are integrated. So for those of us that have been using the old systems for so long, this is all going to seem a bit foreign, but it looks like they are slowly phasing out, not only here in Thailand, but around the world, people getting involved with various systems, various checks along your way from check-in until you get onto the aeroplane. Exactly and precisely how it works, I think we're going to have to wait a couple of months and get a few examples. Maybe a few YouTubers will show us the process in real time before we can figure it out. I should say, in relation to the last story, I don't think there's anything to be worried about. Now, there will be some teething problems, I imagine. I'm sure there will be people at these various kiosks to help you through the process, and it's just something we're all going to have to learn how to do. But I don't really think it's anything to worry about. Also like to acknowledge our sponsors, both 5 Star Marine and also Beach House Thailand. Now, I'm heading out on Saturday. Hopefully the weather keeps improving like it has been the last few days, and we'll get that trip in with 5 Star Marine, checking the bioluminescence. Sounds great, doesn't it? And we look forward to bringing that to you. Now, just the end of that article gave a few figures about the arrivals in Thailand at some of the airports. And it said that most foreign travellers were Chinese, followed by Indians, South Koreans, Russians and Japanese. And looking at the 6 AOT airports, it looks like Phuket has really been the one that's seen the biggest increase. A year-on-year increase in the number of passengers going up by 26%, and the number of flights going up by nearly 20%. And just slightly related, the TAT making the announcement, Thailand suspends filing of TM6 immigration form for land and sea arrivals. We all know the TM6, something air travellers haven't been using for quite a long time, but it says Thailand extended the suspension of the requirement to fill out the TM6 immigration form for foreign travellers entering and exiting Thailand at 16 land and sea checkpoints until the 30th of April next year. And there's a list of the land checkpoints where you won't have to fill out the TM6, and the checkpoints for cruise ships and yachts where the TM6 form's also been suspended until next year. All right, let's talk scams, and this is from PathiaMail.com. Swedish call centre scammers arrested in Pattaya with overstayed visas. Damage exceeds 50 million baht. And the individuals from Sweden were allegedly operating a call centre fraud, resulting in damages exceeding 50 million baht. And immigration police have apprehended 2 Swedish nationals involved in a transnational call centre scam. The individuals were from Sweden and allegedly operating the call centre fraud, damages exceeding 50 million baht, and they were operating in Pattaya. And police confirmed the identity of Mr. John, 24. He had an expired visa. When they went to his apartment, they found Mr. Vladis. John and Vladis, not the first names that spring to mind when I think of Swedish names. Well, he was 25. He also had an overstayed visa. Now, through coordination with Swedish authorities, it was revealed that both suspects have criminal histories in Sweden for fraudulent activities through call centre scams. And Thai authorities will continue to investigate while coordinating extradition efforts for further proceedings. So it looks like the infamous detention centre will have 2 additional inmates. Let's talk weather and regional weather. This is from Reuters. Taiwan expects strong typhoon Kong-Rey to make landfall on Thursday, and it will bring driving rain and strong winds across a swathe of the island. And the heaviest rain will hit Taiwan's east coast and the north around the capital Taipei throughout the day on Thursday. Let's go to the map, and just on the right there, I've just drawn an arrow. The track of Kong-Rey looks like a very strong typhoon indeed. And just in the centre of the map there, that's the remnants there, that white circle of the tropical storm Trami. It never made landfall in Vietnam as we predicted last week. And just going to the live Venture Sky map, and we can see Kong-Rey heading towards Taiwan. And if we go forward to tomorrow, we can see it'll be just off the coast of Taiwan, making landfall at the south of the island. And just finishing by going back to Beachcombing magazine. This is volume number 45. Looks like it's bi-monthly, and it's got an article in it called A New Chapter in Life, penned by Mr. Steve Rosse with an E. A great read, and plenty of photos too of some of the ways that he turns beach trash into treasure, and some of the statues and the artwork he's made from that beach trash, now adorning restaurants, cafes, and some official offices around Taiwan. And when you get to the beach, I'm sure you'll see it all over the place. So well done, Steve. Thanks for joining us today. Hopefully you'll be able to subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.